A Steve Perry and Journey reunion in 2020. Is it possible? I'll tell you what I think. Coming right up. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, it's Gary Stuckey here. Welcome back to another episode of Steve Perry News. Been away a while looking after my father, and he has been ill, but he's getting better every day. I appreciate your prayers. If you haven't heard about it, I always welcome those prayers. He needs it, but he's come a long way, and I'm expecting good things to happen. And in the Steve Perry news world, Steve Perry has been nominated for Songwriters Hall of Fame. He and Neil Schon and Jonathan Cain of Journey, those three amigos, man, those three guys have written some great songs that you and I have listened to over and over again over the years, including Don't Stop Believin'. I think it was the most downloaded song ever and one of the most requested. I mean, there's so many things. It's been so popular in the last few years, and those guys, though, the three amigos, right, brothers till the end, and even though some people think Steve may be holding grudges or maybe they're hurt against each other, as the days go by, you see that that's just not true. And I've said, go check out my blog, Steve Perry and Journey News, and my podcast. There's signs of those guys just getting over some issues, and at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple of years ago, they were able to get together and talk a little bit. Steve, even as I've said, has written about the event and talked about it in interviews. Some people didn't catch it, but in the song No Erasing, even though it's about a high school reunion, the song's obviously about Journey. So check that out. Go check out my blog if you haven't already for some clues on that. But these guys together, it's going to be June the 11th in New York City, the 51st annual induction and awards gala. And, I'm looking forward to that. Does that mean a full-fledged reunion? Well, it's a start. And if those guys sit down again, it only helps things. I'm just saying. It's the season of forgiveness and love and happiness, right? It's Christmas time, right? Coming up. And Thanksgiving's coming up soon, Be thankful that we got these guys, this music, and maybe they can sit down and realize the same thing. But the 51st annual induction, it will be, like I said, June 11th, New York City. The Songwriters Hall of Fame is dedicated to recognizing the work and lives of those composers and lyricists who create music around the world. A songwriter with a notable catalog of songs qualifies for induction 20 years after the first significant commercial release of a song. And eligible voting members will have until midnight on December 16th, 2019, to turn in ballots with their choices of 3 nominees from a songwriter and 3 from a performing songwriter category. So December 16th is the deadline. And Patricia Bloomer, our pal, from Steve Perry Legacy and other sites, big Steve Perry fan, she nominated Steve. Way to go, Patricia. And Steve deserves it. And Neil Schon and Jonathan Cain, the three amigos, man, they deserve it totally, right? And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, it's a good possibility they'll win, so we'll see what happens. And looking forward to the future, Christmas music by Steve right now. Journey going to be finishing up their residency in December, and next year a tour. And who knows about the future? Steve said there's going to be some surprises. There may be some more, maybe some things we didn't realize, and maybe some things that I've been talking about. But a possible Journey reunion in some form next year, and maybe more. We'll just have to wait and see. And life gets hard. And the things I've been going through, and I know you've been going through, it gets rough. But you can't give up. And even though it looks dim and dark, and sometimes you feel like you're losing hope and faith. Hey, you can't do that. You got to keep going, and whatever you do, don't stop believing, everybody. This is Gary Stuckey. God bless you.